Hey, what's going on, guys? Biz here once again. So this is going to be the final ending piece to the Boneshatter Mace variant stun stacking build diary for Boneshatter. This character isn't standard, so I did die at 99. I died, well, as you can see right here, I died about a quarter of the way, almost exactly through 99. I was zooming levels really fast, and a little bit sad about how I died. So I died in a way that I was farming Cortexes off stream, and I really wish I had been streaming for this because I've never died in this way before, and I really wish I had the footage to be able to review it. Basically, I was fighting Cortex, and then he was spawning a Synthet. And you know the Synthet, he does Pull of the Void, which is where the balls chase you around, and then if you get hit, they teleport you to the middle and you get slammed. Well, the Synthet was still in its spawning animation. You know, like the map device goes away and then like it starts to spawn in. Before it was targetable, he called Pull of the Void, and there were no balls that spawned. The balls didn't spawn anywhere. So I was kind of confused, and there was nothing there, so I just started leap slamming around the outside of the arena. And then I just died. There was no like animation or anything. I just got hit and died. I'm assuming, but I didn't get teleported or anything. That's a weird thing. So like I'm thinking like, okay, maybe like the batching of the boss abilities got messed up, and then I got teleported to the middle and then slammed. But I didn't get teleported to the middle. I was at the very edge of the arena and died. And there was no, there were damage mods on my Cortex, but there was no like increased AOE or anything like that. There was, frenzy charges and haste, so maybe there was a weird interaction there with him having too much cast speed or something. But the first time I've ever seen anything like that, to be honest. It was very reminiscent of like bosses bugging out recently, how like sometimes Innocence in Act 5 will like channel the beam when actually he's doing the slam, or like the Unending Hunger or whatever his name is, well, sometimes it'll show him underground when he's actually doing the slam or something. It kind of felt like that to me, but I don't know. The boss was in the middle of spawning, and he called Pull of the Void. No balls spawned, but I just ran around the outside of the arena like you do anyway, and then I got hit, and like I died in the top left of the arena. I still have the screenshot of it because I was super fucking confused. Anyway, it was I think very safe to assume a bug, and I hate like, a lot of people call it bug when they die, and it's not actually a bug, but I genuinely feel like that was a bug because I've never seen anything like that before ever, and it made no sense. But character ripped. Oh well, it happens. So I'm gonna show you guys a few of the upgrades that I made to the character, and then I will show you like a little like mini bossing showcase, and I'll leave you guys with that, okay? So not a whole lot changed. I did end up getting a better chest piece rolled. All that I did was suffixes can't be changed, hit it with a life until I got a higher life roll. This was good enough at the time. It was better than like the 40 I think I had in the last video. Other than that, there wasn't really a lot of changes on anything here. Everything was pretty solid like you saw in the last video. The only big difference here is that I finally finished the Mace. To all the non-believers who are like, how are you gonna get tier 9 attack speed off? Well, I ended up, it took me like 3 or 4 more attempts, but I ended up getting tier 2 attack speed, and I decided to stick with it because I still had other pieces of gear that I needed exalts for, and the build I was going to do after that, I needed a lot of exalts to metamod stuff for, you know, to craft stuff for that as well. So I decided to just stay with the tier 2 attack speed, so it's full tier 1s with 1 tier 2. I think tier 1 attack speed is only like 27% anyway, so I only lost 2% attack speed. I did end up getting the Warlord Exalt too. I hit it. I failed the 1 and 3, and I got weapon range instead of somewhere between 15 to 24% increased fizz, which is a shame. It would have actually put this pile driver, I think, at 1k PDPS. Like right now, I think it's at like 920 PDPS. So that if I got tier 1 on the fizz roll, it might have hit 1k. That being said, 920 PDPS on a pile driver is fucking wild, and that's not including the double damage. With the double damage, obviously it's well above that, but you know, DPS calculators don't factor that in, so it's hard to tell how much damage it's actually giving you. But yeah, weapon range isn't bad. You know, it's a strike skill, so being able to, like, with that +3 weapon range, like, I can hit things, with Ancestral Cry Up, I can hit things about this far away. My character's right here, so it's almost an entire screen of range. It's pretty funny. So I got that, and then there were a few changes to the tree. I went ahead and farmed a Lethal Pride, which is pretty cool. The Lethal Pride I picked up, I ended up keeping, so obviously all the small notables get strength, which gives me some extra life. So I got melee crit on my Golem's Blood, which is crappy, but the rest of them are pretty good. So damage leeches life here didn't mean a whole lot, but over here I got reduced enemy stun threshold, which is huge, obviously, for the build. 20 fire res, which I actually needed, because you can see I'm at 87% here. 5% chance for double damage here, and I forget how much damage that is. I think it's like a 3 or 4% DPS increase, somewhere in there, but like 3.5, something like that. And then the last notable over here, 10% reduced damage from crit strikes. I decided that was pretty good, especially at the time I was low in divines anyway, so I was like, yeah, I'll take that. I mean, reduced stun threshold, a bunch of res, reduced damage from crits, and double damage. That's pretty good rolls, honestly. Though realistically, you're gonna see in the bossing showcase that I put up in a minute here that obviously I never got ashes, which is like huge for the build. It's one of if not the most important piece of the build, because it gives you so much more reduced stun threshold. So you'll see like the bosses that take a long time to kill, like Maven and stuff, it's because I can't stun them. Eater, I think I can stun intermittently if I get to high enough trauma stacks, but yeah. Take what you see with a grain of salt. The build should basically be like perma-stunning most of these bosses, and you can tell the difference between like the Uber Elder fight, since the HP is split between two monsters and they both have like 35 mil-ish HP each instead of like a 70 to 80 mil on one thing, or 40 mil or however much health they have. It's a lot easier to stun them. So like the Uber Elder fight was actually really easy because I got to permanently stun them, and that's pretty much how most of the fights should be within Ashes. But things like Maven and Eater and stuff, it was really hard to stun them consistently because I just I don't have Ashes, so I don't have all that reduced stun threshold that I should have, right? Aside from that, though, the build's fine. Super fun. Closing thoughts before I get into it and show you guys the showcase. Super fun build to play. One of the most fun builds I've ever played, to be honest. It was mapping was a breeze. Bossing was honestly really smooth once you got the gear. It's just the gearing on this type of build is super intensive. It's not like overbearingly strong or anything like that. It was quite fun. It felt very smooth. Leveling was painless. It didn't feel slow at any point. It was just it was a very satisfying build to play, and it was getting more damage helped lend more stuns to bossing and stuff. So like every upgrade felt very meaningful for the build. Just really wish I could have played it with Ashes to see what its full form would have looked like, you know. But other than that, like the gear is pretty much donezo. Unless I decided to play it to like level 105 like Karn did this league, playing the same build for like 2 months. Aside from that though, because I didn't hit the I got on my Ashling Slam, I got Chance to Blind instead of Chance to Impale. So basically, instead of taking this Fortify node here, I had to go for Impale Chance. So I just grabbed Harpooner instead to get my Impale Chance, and I have some Impale on gloves as well. So that's the only difference. It's slightly less damage, and you don't have the Fortify duration than what you could get if you went Rampart with the Fortify Mastery, but ultimately I didn't want to recraft, like I didn't want to start back over. So it was good enough, and yeah, overall I'm really happy with how the build turned out. Just really wish I could have had an Ashes. Final POB will be down below, and yeah, I think that's everything. I think I'll leave you guys with the bosses. Hope you enjoy it. The next build diary, you guys let me know. Right now I'm playing Lightning Strike Champ. I tried to do Hexblast Ignited Cultist to farm stuff, and the damage, I didn't POB it, I just started playing it. The damage is fine. Like I'm zooming T16s, but map bosses take a while. The damage is a little low, and I don't want to invest too much to be able to kill stuff because basically I have 8 days left to play PoE before I go out of town for 10 days. So that's kind of my timeline. If I'm gonna play my Spark Occultist build that I wanted to play, this guy ripping early was really unfortunate because I planned on farming an Ashes on him and not stopping playing him until I got my Ashes, but obviously that mess up on Cortex was pretty costly, and I tried doing a few things afterwards, and I started like an Earthshatter Echoes of Creation build, kind of like one of the build diaries I did before, but with EQ instead. And I was like, well, hold on, like this is gonna take a large time investment to get working. I should just play something that's gonna be strong and fast from the get-go, so I can like have more time to farm for the build that I actually want to play if I'm gonna have a chance to play it. I'm gonna be cutting it pretty close because with the Spark, With the Spark build, I need like tons of cluster jewels. The whole build is basically cluster jewels. And obviously in Ashes, if I don't drop in Ashes, I just can't play the build because I won't poison anything. But that's the goal. And if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I guess I'm just playing Lightning Strike. You guys let me know if you want a build diary for the Lightning Strike, but unless you guys want one, I'm probably not going to make one because the build's been played a lot to begin with anyway, and it's nothing special, you know? I'm just going to be doing what everyone else has done. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now with build diaries. Like I said, I'm going out of town. I would like to leave you guys a few videos before I go out of town. I have a 3.9 wish list / predictions video. I have I still need to make the balance video before anything gets revealed for 3.19 because I've been procrastinating on that super hard. And I think that's everything. I may have one other video that I'm not thinking of right now, but I think that's everything. Anywho, you guys let me know. I appreciate it. If you guys have anything you want to see or ideas you want me to like work on or videos I can put out when I'm not like here to play PoE for you guys, like I don't know, videos I can make, like topical videos on stuff about the game, or like maybe like game mechanic videos explaining certain stuff, you guys let me know. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna leave you here. Thanks a bunch. Hope you enjoy the boss footage, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
You and I shall claim victory, my champion. My champion, energize the spheres.
Shit, did I stun him? Yo, I stunned him. Let's go. Pop that berserk.
My champion, energize the spheres.
I can't do this just yet.
I grow impatient. Longer is better. Unspeakable.
I'm faster. Onward.
Longer is better.
Out. Strike. Force of arms. How quick are you?
Reconstructing early.
Lawbreaker.
Harder fight now. Seek the quickening.
I'm stronger.
The fucking heal, dude.
No mercy.
Longer is better.
Hand of justice. Easy prey. You are no.
Inescapable.
Put up a fight.
Seek the quickening.
shall free you.
A vitality boon.
I am the forgiven. Face your destiny. Atone! I shall free you.
My spirit is spent.
Renewed.
Must be punished.
Seek the quickening. Inescapable.
I may not retire. Putrefy, rot, spoil, and fester.
Exile, do something.
Fucking make him targetable, and I will. God damn.
Gaze into the abyss.
Let's go, son of Uber Elder. Let's fucking go. It's because they have no HP, since it's split between them.
Gaze into the abyss.
I can't do this just yet.
Gaze into the abyss.
I can't do this just yet.
The prize piece comes to join. Stand still. A cascade of pain. Stand still. A cascade of pain.
My spirit is spent.
tenfold. Space aligns. Behold my connection.
Wow, what shit bosses. Like, what is this? Some uptime on the boss, please. Dude, these are the most cancer bosses in the world. Can't hit the brain, fuck off.
I will have
Fuck the totems.
This will not be an escape.
This is so scoffed. Look, it's my weapon.
Scurry, scurry.
Death made real.
A cascade of pain. Stand still.
I can't do this just yet.
Death made real.
You should call here.
Why?
Resistance will be punished. Time contorts.
Fuck. Wall ancestral for this shit.
My irritation is growing. Stand still. Do what I say.
Are you fucking kidding me?
This will not be an escape. Scurry, scurry. A cascade of pain. Do what I say. A cascade of pain.
My spirit is spent.
Stand still. Death will not be an escape. Scurry, scurry. A cascade of pain.
Death made real.
Stand still. How?
Stop resisting.
can't do this just yet.
Reality bends. Punishment inescapable.
Arrogant toy. This will not be an escape. Scurry, scurry. Stand still. Stand still. Take
Fuck.
this. Stand still. Death will not be an escape.
I fucked up and got hit by a beam when I was walking down, so I had to chill for a minute.
Scurry, scurry. A cascade of pain. Stand still. A cascade of pain.
My spirit is spent.
Stand still. Death will not be an
Damn it.
escape.
I'm pretty sure if I didn't fuck with the totems, because she kept instantly killing them again, I should have just DPS'd her. Like, unlucky,
Scurry.
I can't do this just yet.
Stand still.
I require aid!
it was a messy Maven.